Teddy Sims and Givéon. Let's talk about it. How y'all doing? Welcome to Let's Talk About It Music Reviews Season 11. How y'all doing? Happy Friday. Happy Good Friday. I know last night I released a little baby episode and I was pretty happy about just doing that. But then I saw this track, which, guys, I don't know what is going on with the YouTube. As y'all know, behind the scenes, I use YouTube a little bit to, find all this music and do these reviews. I don't know what the fuck is going on with YouTube's, like showing of the music or whatever, but I completely missed this track. I mean, this probably would have been the track I would have did last night. Just being real with y'all. We got Teddy Sims, Giveon, Are You Even Real? We've never really done any reviews of Teddy Sims. I've never really talked about this artist, which is pretty, which is kind of awesome to, talk about artists that I've never talked about before. And we have talked about Giveon. I think everybody has talked about Giveon. I liked what Giveon did when he dropped his project and he kind of dipped. I think he dropped like an EP and then he dipped. I don't know when he'll ever drop an album, but when he does, it will be a big thing, obviously. But Giveon came out of the hiding. One of the newer R&B kind of stars is Giveon, with his deep voice, with his vocals and stuff like that, to be able to sing and be able to do that. Teddy Sims, I've never really heard about, but seems like he's alright. I mean, he's got a lot of albums. He's got pretty popular. Never really talked about him, but we're going to talk about him today. Guys, let's not waste any time. Let's get into this track. Are You Even Real? I got a couple of points I want to get off my chest. Starting off with number one, I enjoy this beat. I was really wondering, am I going to enjoy this beat? Guys, as y'all know, I am a sucker for that R&B type production. And I really love R&B production. I will be biased against that. I will be real with y'all. I'm very biased. But I think this is pretty good. It is pretty simple, I will say. It's the guitar and then the R&B trap beat. It's like this trap beat now. That's where R&B is kind of heading. A lot of newer R&B is really heading, which is a little disappointing. I wish there would be a little bit more of a jam here, because I really do love the beginning. I love the instrumentation in the beginning, and when that beat really kicks in, I just feel like it's really short, so you can't really get a grasp of what we're really hearing here on the instrumental. But I really love the overall vibe. I love the guitar and this vibe. I just love everything about this vibe. It's the R&B vibe that I love. I love those background vocals on the hook. Gives a good vibe. And I like that. I've never really heard Teddy Sims, or I've never heard him do any R&B production before. But I will say, for the beginning verse, which is going to go into my next point, which is how do I feel about Teddy Sims, which I do like the beginning verse. It's a nice little mix-up. He kind of has this kind of smooth kind of singing voice to him. It's kind of a smoother singing voice, and then, you pair it up with those background vocals in the back. It just overall makes a really enjoyable gosh darn dang experience. And one of the things that I also really enjoy about this song too is that, when the hook comes on, I really love how we're really trying to, to make sure, yeah, this is definitely that R&B vibe. I wasn't really getting that kind of 90s, 2000s vibe. I kept reading the comments, and I kept seeing the 90s and the 2000s R&B vibe. I wasn't really getting that. This instrumental feels a little bit too new age, a little bit too new in this to, sound like that, or to even give a vibe off of that. I think it's just what people hear, those background vocals and that kind of R&B vibe. That's what they're I think that's what they're kind of feeling here. I don't really get that kind of 2000s and 90s feel to it. But I think I do really enjoy what Teddy Sims does here at the beginning. I think those vocals are pretty good. It's a smoother kind of singing going on here, which is pretty enjoyable in my overall opinion. And that's also another really good thing about this track, guys, is when you listen to this track, I like how they kind of just transitions into the hook and those background vocals. I also love that vocals. I like that vocal switch up. There's a little bit of a vocal switch up and that flow switch up when he's, talking about the love of his life or whatever, it's not even real. It doesn't feel real. I really enjoy that little bit of a vocal and flow switch up because it just adds so much to the song. It adds variety to the song. It makes it where it's going to be an enjoyable experience, guys. It makes it where you can go back and just listen to and listen to and listen to and listen to again because it has that really good vibe to it, which I really enjoy. I'm glad that there is that vocal switch up. I'm glad there is that flow switch up because it definitely does add a nice vibe to the verse. I like the verse. The verse is overall really good. I pretty much enjoy it, guys. Now, let's get into my next point. My third point, which is the hook. Teddy Sims is on the hook. Giveon shares the hook at the end, which we will talk about, which I do like. My only thing about the hook is the hook does feel a little bit unfinished. You know, when I'm listening to the song, I really wish we could have went a little bit deeper on the vocals. Maybe we could have, maybe we could have made the vocals really powerful for Teddy Sims on the hook. Maybe up those vocals in the back, really make this hook feel explosive to listen to and really make an enjoyable experience to listen to. But I don't really get that when I'm listening to this hook. This hook feels a little bit caught off. It feels a little bit cut off. And what do I mean by that, guys? Well, when a hook is kind of like cut off or, it doesn't really, mesh well. It doesn't really mesh well when it transitions next to the next verse. What I mean by that is that the hook is a little bit too short and the hook also feels a little bit too unfinished. Now, the hook does get a little bit better when Giveon comes in and adds some background vocals, adds his little thing to it. But I really wish that this hook was a little bit longer, and I wish this hook had a little bit more to it. If there was a little bit more to the vocals, if there was a little bit more to maybe the background vocals to make this track, hell, even maybe an instrumental switch up too, maybe add some piano or add some more R&B vibes, or maybe if this was supposed to be like a 90s, 2000s vibe, maybe add that a little bit more of that vibe into the hook. I just wish there was a little bit more to the hook, in my overall opinion. Now, let's get into Giveon. Giveon absolutely killed it. My fourth point, holy shit. Holy shit. I mean, this is, when you hear Giveon's vocals, you go, why has this man has not dropped any music? Where is this man not dropping any music? I really enjoy Giveon's vocals here. The vocals are really good. The vocals are just so nice here. And then Giveon coming in with those powerful, deep singing vocals that just absolutely hit and just absolutely go goddamn crazy. And it just goes, where the hell is Giveon at? All right, guys, I swear to God, if Giveon drops, we will fucking cover that shit. Where is Giveon? All right? This man came out of hiding and dropped one of the most fire shortest R&B verses and then just dips. Where the hell are you at? I really enjoy this verse. The vocals are so good. The flow of this is so good. And it just overall really shows that Giveon is fucking killing it. I mean, when you get away, I think when you get away from that more, piano ballad, that ballad feeling, sound, R&B sound, if you can kind of, do something a little bit different here, which we have more of an instrumental, we have more of that beat really kicking in. And then you have Giveon on here, which really sounds well on this beat, sounds fire, and it just overall just brings a good goddamn vibe. It's just a really good verse, and I think Giveon definitely had my favorite verse on here. I definitely wish it was a little bit longer. But overall, I will say that Giveon pretty much killed it here, guys. I mean, Lord goddamn mighty. Guys, overall, when we talk about this new song, Teddy Swims featuring Giveon, Are You Even Real? That beat is pretty good. Pretty good. I pretty much like it. I just wish there was a little bit more to it. But I think for what it does a really good, nice vibe. Teddy Swims on the beginning verse was really good, really smooth vocals, everything there that just absolutely hit. And then Giveon giving a great goddamn verse. And then, I wish there was a little bit to clean up on the hook, but I do like the sound of the hook. I do like the background vocals of the hook. So overall, guys, this is a pretty good song, and I definitely recommend to go check it out, guys. Overall, I'm going to give this song a 7 out of 10, guys. 7 out of 10. What'd you think about it, guys? Did you love it? Did you hate it? I don't know. Let me know. thank you so much for listening, guys. We're dropping content every single day. Apparently, we're dropping 2 episodes on a Friday, but, you know, hey, I really want to talk about this song because why not? It's a good song. It's probably going to be popular. Why not we talk about it, guys? Teddy Swims absolutely killed it. Giveon absolutely killed it. All right, guys. I'll see you later. You have a good one. Bye.